development this evening in a Burke County case we've been following since February. A grand jury, has chosen to not indict Hannah Cobb, who was accused of shooting and killing 30-year-old Telvin Osborne. Now, this all went down on February 23rd at a home on 4 Points Road. Hannah Cobb was later charged with felony involuntary manslaughter. In a press conference, the Burke County Sheriff later confirmed that there had been an altercation before the shooting and drinking was involved. There were two different stories told in Hannah Cobb's bond hearing, one where Cobb claimed that the gunfire was accidental and another where there was an altercation. Cobb's defense says Cobb lied in her initial 911 call and says the shooting was in self-defense. They say Osborne had a large knife and was threatening her. The latest news is that in late April, a Burke County grand jury decided not to indict Cobb, which now means the case is closed. That does not mean that formal charges won't be brought up in the future or could be brought up in the future, but District Attorney Jared Williams says the case is done for now. The grand jury has spoken.
A grand jury has decided to drop all the charges against Hannah Cobb. They are claiming she acted in self-defense after fatally pow-powing her boyfriend after a night at the club. Those of you guys who are unaware, Hannah Cobb and her boyfriend Telvin Osborne had come home from the club one night. She claimed she was cleaning her GUN and fatally pow-powed him by mistake, but after police conducted an investigation, they discovered that was the furthest thing from the truth. After getting multiple witness statements obtaining ring cam footage, they determined that Hannah and Telvin actually got into it that night, and he charged at her with a KNIFE before she fatally pow-powed him.
Osborne showed back up to the house.
Hannah Cobb stated that Mr. Osborne pulled a knife on her and threatened her.
According to news outlets, this all happened between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. after they left the club. Hannah was upset because she accused Telvin of trying to talk to a woman.
Cobb became upset that night because she believed he was talking to another woman.
From there, she proceeded to lock them out of their trailer. Now, Telvin was upset and trying to find a way in. He eventually found a spare key, got access to the home, reportedly began to threaten Hannah. He was locked out and trying to gain entry back into the home. Attorneys are claiming he texts her things like, "You better hide," and hide.
Text messages from Mr. Osborne to Hannah Cobb began around 4:48 in the morning, with messages including "hide" and "you better hide."
After he gained entry to the home, Hannah is claiming she called his mom to try to get him to calm down because she saw him with a 8-inch KNIFE. However, that did not de-escalate the situation. They are claiming that Telvin put his hands around Hannah's neck, slammed her against a wall, and eventually she fled into a bathroom and locked herself in the bathroom.
Hannah Cobb says that Telvin returned to the home with a knife, that he broke in, he threatened her, and he choked her, and she managed to break free from him and went into a bathroom.
Now, while in the bathroom, she allegedly claimed that she was going to harm herself before Telvin broke in, and it's at that point that she turned the GUN to him and powed him in the chest one time, resulting in him passing.
Indicated that she was going to harm herself, but when he broke into the bathroom, she turned and fired the gun one time at Mr. Osborne.
Now, this happened back in February of 2025, and people definitely found her initial story of cleaning her GUN after a night out on the town very strange. She is claiming that they did that as a family practice to them experiencing a break-in in the past. While that may be something that they did regularly, it's not what they did that night. After a jury reviewed all the footage, dropped the charges against Hannah, claiming that she was acting in self-defense and she was good to go home. She just cannot own firearms anymore. Guys, I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this entire situation. Are y'all surprised that Hannah got off? Let me know down in the comments, you guys. Peace.
Y'all remember Mr. Telvin Osborne? A grand jury has just dropped all the charges against his YT woman that unalived him after he allegedly threatened to cut her with a cutter. She pew-pewed him with that toolie, and a grand jury has dropped all the charges. So, in my opinion, it's my honest opinion, I don't care, because Mr. Telvin Osborne had said a whole bunch of disgusting things about black women. He also had tweets saying if it ain't snowing, he ain't going, and blah blah blah, things like that. And he even said that he would unalive for his girlfriend, which was a YT woman. And he did indeed get unalived by his girlfriend, which was a YT woman. And that's what, hey, man. I don't care.
A grand jury has decided not to indict Hannah Grace Cobb on charges of involuntary manslaughter in the death of her boyfriend, Telvin Osborne, who is also the father of her young son. Back in February, they had gone out in Augusta, drinking, going to bars. After getting home, an argument that had been going on throughout the night started back up again. That is when Hannah shot and killed Telvo after she said she had been threatened and felt threatened and scared for her life. Basically, she was saying it was self-defense. At first, she lied, yes, but push came to shove, and when the truth came out, it was that she said she had been threatened. A lot happened. I will go into that at a different time. A lot was said at her bond hearing that happened back in March. She was given a $25,000 bond. And actually, Telvin's mom had spoken to the court before her bond hearing and told the court that she was in support of Hannah being granted a bond. A grand jury decided on April 23rd, 2025 that they did not want to indict Hannah on the involuntary manslaughter charge. The district attorney said that although they could bring charges forth one day, the case is closed for now and that they respect the jury's decision.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this video. Can anybody give me advice on a party for a 2-year-old Elise? My daughter is turning 2 tomorrow and I have no ideas. Can you kindly drop your suggestions in the comment section below? What are you guys doing for Memorial Day? Are you staying in? Are you going to the cookout? Or are you just cooking regular everyday dinner? Let me know.
So, guys, Hannah Cobb just got off on killing her black boyfriend. And I know a lot of y'all are gonna be in my comments like, oh yeah, he used to talk so crazy about black women and this, that. I get that. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the fact that she actually got off. Okay? So when the incident initially occurred, she told the police that they came home from a long night and they were getting ready for bed and she was checking her firearm because that's what they did every single night before they went to bed. She said that when she was checking it, it wasn't on safety, I guess, and it went off and struck him. She said. Fast forward, right? The cops did a whole investigation and ruled it as a homicide because they said that there was an altercation with some pushing and shoving involved. And they believe that Mrs. Cobb struck him during the altercation. And she literally just got off because they said that it was a mistake. A mistake, y'all. And I know, I get it, y'all. Yeah, I say that he used to talk the most shit about black women on Twitter or wherever his accounts was. But like I said, we are not making this video on him to belittle him or say anything bad about him, but that this is really a married KKK, like for real. Because how the fuck did y'all literally say that you're gonna charge her and it's gonna be labeled as an homicide, all for y'all to then come back and say it was a mistake? And y'all always try to say skin color does not play a part in none of this shit. I literally was just on that post and I saw mad people going back and forth, all comparing their situation. Oh, what about when OJ did it? Why are we even doing this again? Are y'all good? Why are we comparing situations? It's just that it's just crazy for blacks in America, and that's just it. And this is a prime example.
Y'all, do y'all remember Telvin Osborne and Hannah Clark, the clear lady that said that she accidentally unalived her black baby daddy because she was cleaning her firearm out after the club? Well, she got off. The charges was dropped. These women that are so feminine, fit, and friendly, that are so much better, that are better mothers for your children, that understand your plight, that are so much more domesticated, that's gonna love you better, that's not loud, that ain't aggressive, that's not ghetto. I'm not laughing at anybody's demise. This is very unfortunate that this happened. I chuckled because the stereotypes, the negative, nasty stereotypes that a lot of these men, especially ones that divest, throw out and spew against melanin-rich women, black women, the ones that give life to them, give birth to them, yet they accept all types of abuse and even being unalived by these other women, and they will still make excuses. They will still find ways to justify this types of behavior. It's so unfortunate, but clearly this ain't our fight. He said that he would rather fuck a dog than to be with somebody that looked like me. As beautiful as I am, anyways, I don't care. But you'd rather fuck a dog. He said that he was willing to unalive behind his. And now look, she got off saying it was self-defense. And we all know why. That's wild.
Spread love, it's a brother way. Y'all, so Hannah Cobb, the white woman who unalived her black boyfriend, Telvin Osborne, in Georgia a couple months back, has had all charges dropped against her. And I love that for her. And the reason why I love that for her is because I'm 100% sure that she acted in self-defense. You know why? Because according to black men, white women are submissive, feminine, and friendly. And those do not sound like the characteristics of a cold-blooded unaliver. So to Hannah Cobb, good luck on your journey. Big ups to you for protecting yourself. And to Telvin Osborne, may you rest in preference.